Are we live? We are live. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Monday and it is our midday stretch. Welcome to the brain break. I'm here. My name is Namarah. So happy to have you guys here again. So make sure you're wearing some comfortable clothing, and we're going to just be getting our blood flow moving as we are warming up the body and stretching as, we're all getting ready for the next half of the day. So I've got my mat here. Still, we're here in our creative space. So happy to be with you all. And if you have some time or you know some friends who are looking for some stretches, go ahead and share that Facebook share button and we'll get started, okay? So I'm just going to get a few things situated, so give me 1 second. In the darkness when she's away, in the sunshine when she's gone. All right, you guys, are you ready? So we've got our mat or just a comfortable place on the floor, and we are going to begin our stretching this way. We're going to be here on the ground, and we're going to actually open up our legs into a straddle position. So don't have to force yourself as much. We're actually just going to be working on opening up our hips. So let's lean over to the first side, to my right, your left. Well, to the right side. It's going to look like I'm going to the left. Here we go. Okay, so as we're stretching here, always remember that we're taking great deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. How's everyone feeling today? Hope you guys are feeling great. We're going to go to the middle. We're going to work our way slowly from each side. So if you notice, I'm pedaling my hands out. So I'm just walking my hands out in front of me, keeping my head above my chest, and it's allowing the tension to be pulled out of my hips and my thighs. So I'm getting that deep hip stretch, okay? And I'm still walking my feet forward and taking that deep inhale through my nose and out through my mouth. All right, we're gonna move over to the left side. And onto the left side, we're leaning. If you can hold your foot, that's great. If you can't, it's okay. You can hold your ankle or your shin, whatever works for you. And we're here for a few breaths. All right, so now that we've leaned forward as we were doing this rotation, we're actually going to lean and stretch the oblique as we're also stretching our hips. So we're going to lean to the right again. Instead of turning towards the foot, we're keeping this nice line here. So if you want to bring your hand over so you can have a deeper stretch, that would be great. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can keep your hand on your leg, okay? We're going to come back up and switch to the other side. Again, we're not turning in, we're keeping out on this stretch here. Bring the arm over. Take that deep breath. All right. I don't know about you guys, but I've been sleeping weird on my left shoulder. So I'm actually going to start focusing on getting my blood flow into my shoulders and into my neck because I have a little bit of some neck tension. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start doing some shoulder rolls, okay? So I'm bringing my shoulders up to my ears, circling them down towards my back up and around. So let's do that. And let's bring it back the other way. And we're not hunching. So make sure we're having good posture as we're here. Otherwise, we're just going to put tension on our lower back. Now let's try and do one. So we're going to have test a full range of motion here. So if you remember last week, I had you guys do this as well. We did a full rotation of the arms. And let's have it go back the other way. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that, but I had a little pop on my right side. Getting those joints back. Having the blood flow. Okay, let's do the other side. So I went back first. And back the other way. This is always a great stretch to get that blood flow. Also see where you're at with your flexibility. Let's see if we can do, it's a cool little trick. I actually saw this. It's a mind over matter thing. So let's go the other way and swing it around. So opposite arm goes in the opposite direction. See if you can do that. Okay, so my right arm is going back, my left arm is going forward, and now I'm going to try and switch the other way. So right arm is now going forward, and if you can see, it's not all the way connecting, but we're here. Up, up. And now let's bring it full forward, doing that full rotation. And at this point, you should be starting to feel some heat in the tops of your shoulders, into your neck, and that's how we're going to transition into leaning our head to the left side. Make sure you're breathing during this. As we take our deep breaths in, we're pushing oxygen to our muscles, encouraging good circulation and blood flow. As you take that deep breath in, just imagine all of that positive energy going into those tense areas, those tight areas in your head, neck, and shoulders. All right, let's go to the other side. Make sure we're not hunching. We want to still maintain that good sense of balance and alignment. Bring your head up to the center. Now we're going to do some isolations with the head. So I'm going to look to the right, to the center, and back to the left, center. Okay, so we're going to go right, center, left, center. Again, right, center, left, center. Now let's try and bring the head into this as a little movement. So we're going to go down and up, all the way back, all the way down, chin to chest, all the way back up. And let's make a little four corners here. So down, ear to the shoulder on the right side, back, and left ear to the left shoulder, and back down, to the right, to the back, to the left, and down. Let's go the other way. Left, back, right, center, left, back, right, and center. Now let's do a little roll and go the opposite way. Once you go twice, go the other way another time. Let's do another shoulder shrug. Get everything going. Shake out the arms. Wake up the hands. Wake up the fingers. Okay, you guys, let's interlace the fingers and we're going to press forward. Okay, so we're bringing that energy up in front of us. I feel as though that there's a string pulling the base of my hands in front of me as I'm keeping my good posture. This is a good stretch for the hands, the fingers, the wrists, your forearms. Make sure you're breathing here. And let's bring it in. Okay. And now I'm here. I've brought my hands are still interlaced, but I'm bringing myself forward and just trying to pull my hands. Imagine that there's someone pulling your hands in front of you. So they're trying to pull them out of your arms, out of your shoulder sockets. Okay. So we're pushing that energy out. Okay, relax. Take a deep breath in. Interlace the fingertips again. We're going to go up. Bringing the hands above the head. Take that deep breath in. And exhale. Release the hands. All right. So now I want you guys to extend your feet in front of you. So extend your legs and your feet in front of you. I'm going to do some ankle and feet stretches, which are fun. We're going to do, so you're going to flex the feet. I'm going to turn this way so you can see. Okay. So I'm flexing the feet and then I'm pointing. So we're flexing and we're pointing. And as I'm flexing, if anyone has a dance background, I want you to imagine, and if you don't, imagine that there is, just like in your spine, you've got a bunch of vertebrae, right? We don't necessarily have that with our feet, but we can think, I'm going to flex my toes first, then the ball of my feet, and then bring it up so that my heel is finally flexed. And I'm flexed so much so that my heels are coming off the floor. So that's full flexion right there. So we're going to go from full flexion to fully pointing, okay? So peel those toes up, ball of the feet coming up, flexing so much that your heels are coming off the ground, and back down. Hey there, you're at work? Well, you can do this flex stretch for you. Hey, how are you? I love it that folks are starting to comment now in the Facebook commenting room, chat room. Is that? Listen, I don't know the names of things, guys, but I make up great names for most things. So we're still here, just getting that blood flow. Point and flex, point and flex. Let's do that 2 more times. Point and flex, and point and flex. Okay, so now we're going to focus on one foot, okay? We're going to do a rotation of flex, pointing and coming all around. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but those are my knuckles cracking in my feet. That was kind of gross. We don't often realize how many bones that are in our feet that we use. And our feet, we use them every single point of the day. And they do so much for us. We don't really get a lot of chances to bring them blood flow. So this is a great way to thank them. Okay? Wiggle your toe, your right toe if you can wiggle all your toes. I can't, so I just kind of do what I can. Let's do the other foot, okay? So I'm lifting this foot up, I'm pointing, and I'm going around. Same way you would do with your hands. You know, when you guys do this with your hands, you can do this with your feet too. So let's flex and point in a circle. And then when you get the chance, go the other way. I don't know if I said that with the right foot, but let's do it with the left. All right. One more rotation. Don't forget your breathing. And we're going to bring our feet in now. So, hug your knees to your chest as much as you can. We're going to practice rolling down so that we can get a nice back stretch. I'll come towards the front of my mat here, and I'm going to, as I'm hugging my knees to my chest, I'm going to slowly, thinking about each vertebrae, same way as I was doing with my feet and the pointing and flexing. I'm rolling myself as much as I can to the floor. I don't want to flop. I want to have that full stacking. Now I'm going to try and do that again. And I'm going to lead with the crown of my head, not with my neck, not bringing my shoulders. I'm thinking my neck and my abs are what's going to bring me back. My head is leading, but my abs are what are bringing me back up. So we're just coming back up the floor. We're peeling off of the floor. And if you can't do it, like I can't right here, power through. Take the deep breath. Woo! You guys, maybe I need to do more crunches, but that's as far as I go right now. Let's try one more time. Let's see. Take that deep breath in, and I'm going to just peel myself off the floor. Woo! Ah, nope, that's it. And that's it. So now we're going to just do a stretch on the ground. We're stretching all the way out. I'm pointing, and my hands are fully flexed and stretched out. So if you can do this, I know some of you are at work, some of you might be working at home. It's okay. Take this moment, take the 30 seconds, take the 30 minutes, and just get on the floor and stretch every part of your body. It really is only 30 minutes, but your body will thank you, because this is how we keep moving and we can show up with full energy throughout the day. All right. So we're going to do some twists. So this is one of my favorite twists. I'm coming up here. I'm still seated. If you notice, I'm not doing any standing stretches today. Just didn't feel like it was that kind of day, We're just having fun. So I have my knees crossed. So I'm going to show you what this looks like. It almost looks like a pretzel. So how I get here, my knee is in front of me, almost aligned with my left shoulder. So I have my left knee on the base. I take my right knee and I lift it up. I also think, okay, I want to have a full twist for my full body twist. So my right foot is now going to cross to my left knee. So I cross, and if you can't, that's okay. Just do as much as you can. So now we're going to be opening up the hip, having that deep hip stretch, and we're also going to twist so that our spine feels that and our back feels that. It's really, really great. Take my left arm, put my left arm over my right knee. I take my right hand, put it right behind me so I have a good place to twist. And then I start to rotate my shoulders out and twist as much as I possibly can without feeling that super discomfort. We just want a little bit of tension here. And so what's being activated is our back, and you should feel the energy in your outer hip on your right side, okay? I really love twists. They're really great. Are you breathing? All right, let's untwist ourselves and go to the other side. So now I've got my right knee coming out in front of me. My left foot is crossing over my right knee. My right arm is coming in front or resting on my left knee. My left hand is coming behind me, pressing so I can do my twist and get that deep stretch into the outer side of my left thigh. And please, please, please do not forget to breathe. Do this all with a smile. See if you can laugh. I know that we don't often have equal flexibility on both sides of the body. So depending, you might be more flexible on this side or you might have been more flexible on the other side. But it's okay as long as you're sending good energy, good positive vibes, deep breaths into your body. This is going to be one step closer for you to feel more comfortable and have more mobility as you go through the day. All right. So we've got two more deep hip stretches. We're going to go back to the floor. And we did this one actually a few times. I love this stretch. It's really, really great. So we're here. Feet are flat on the floor. my right foot is resting on my left knee. My fingers interlace and I thread them through and I pull it back so that my left foot here, this one here, is making a 90-degree angle to the floor. And my this foot here, my right leg is making a triangle. So I'm pulling myself forward using my abs. I can use my abs for this one here. We're not having tension in the neck. Make sure as you're doing this that you're thinking about relaxing your shoulders, because in this pose, you can feel the tension wanting to creep up in your shoulders. Don't let it. That's why we brought all of that blood flow and got all of that tension out of the shoulders before. Go ahead and release your feet. We're going to switch to the other side. Again, making sure that we're pressing that knee in and keeping that right angle in 90 degrees. You should feel that deep stretch. It's going to stretch your glutes. And if you don't know what a glute is, it's your bum. It's your bum. It's your booty. All right. So we're here. Go ahead and release. Let's rock ourselves up. And we're going to fold forward. Okay? We're reaching towards the toes. It's good for your hamstrings. Now I've got my feet flexed, but you can also point the feet and grab the ankles, whatever's comfortable for you. You don't ever want to pull yourself into a stretch. That's not stretching, that's forcing. So just allow the tension to be there. And as you take a deep breath in, if you think you can go a little farther, then allow yourself to stretch further. But don't ever pull or force yourself to go into those deeper stretches. It's actually doing more harm to your body than you would realize. All right, I want to go a little deeper. I'm going to point my feet. All right. How you guys feeling? Let's come up onto our hands and knees. So we're going to do something called a cat-cow. So the cat-cow is something that we like to do in yoga pretty often. It is a way for you to concave the abdomen and also release tension in your lower back. So we go in, hands and knees are on the floor. And just like a cat, if the cat gets scared, you press your spine, your abs up, and you're thinking about making that bridge there. And then we're going to, just like a cow has that curve towards the earth, we press our stomach towards the earth and make that curve. Okay, so we're going in between these. You don't have to stay in these really long. And let's send the hips back. We're going to go into child's pose. Child's pose is one of my favorite yoga positions because I sit here and try to get my forehead to the floor. If you can, awesome. If you can't, no big deal. It's just a good resting position. When you're in your child's pose, I want you to think about the connection of your stomach and the tops of your thighs. So that's something that we don't actually focus on a lot. We just kind of go into the position, but it's a really great place for rest, and you can really center your breath here, okay? So as we're leaning forward, we want to stay here for a few breaths, actually. Take a deep breath in through your nose, expand, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Again, feeling that connection between the stomach and the thighs. Inhale and exhale. I'm going to bring our hands and walk them up. Walk them up so you're not popping up from this position. We're having a good position, good focus right here. All right. And so as we're starting to round up or wrap up this stretching session, I want you guys, we're actually going to do some just mindfulness right now. I want you guys to come to a seated position, and I want you to close your eyes. Just get comfortable. We're not hunching here. I'm going to take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Now, throughout this entire session, I've been saying, just take the rest of the day and give us the 30 minutes here to focus. I want you to actually bring attention to the list of things that you have to do today. Notice how that feels in your body. Is there any tension on that list? And whatever tension that you start to notice as you think of the things that you have to face as you go into the rest of your day, I want you to remember that you are always going to remain. That you will be here after the list is done, and that you will bring your best self to each thing that's on your to-do list today. Allow yourself the ability and the peace to know that this is just a pit stop. This is just a relaxation. This is a place for you to recharge and refocus for the rest of your day. The things that will get done will get done. The things that don't, you can do later, and you can do them tomorrow. Just remember that you are the one that is in control of how you show up today. You are the one that is in control of how you feel. You are the one that is in control of how you will take on stress and how you will relax. And this is a place for you to remember that you can always take a deep breath in and exhale the tension away. Let's try that one more time. Once more. All right, you guys, that wraps up our midday stretch with Namarah. I'm Namarah, and I am so grateful to be with you on this day. I'll see you this coming Thursday. And I'm going to be actually showing you guys how to create your own background on your smartphones. We're all looking at our screens. We might as well look at something that we like, right? So if you have something in mind, or if you have any requests, hit me up on Rock to the Future. You can just comment here or post in the event. We've got an event that you can RSVP for our brain breaks every day at 12 to 12:30. That's how you can tune in. And if you have any requests of what to create on Canva for your iPhone or your Android phone or whatever smartphone that you have that you want to design your background, just let me know, and I'll try to incorporate that in for the lesson on Thursday, okay? Love you all. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.